Hello again. We're back with Our Pristine Mind by Orgyen Chowang Rinpoche. So now as we enter the actual teaching, we want to just relaxedly seated. If you know the lotus sitting, that's perfectly way to keep the spine straight. And most importantly, do not um, settle down. Do not chasing anything other than what's in front of you. Remain present. So the first chapter is called The Beauty of Pristine Mind. At its core, our mind is pristine. Pristine mind is a beautiful, naturally vibrant state, brimming with life, self-sustaining in its capacity to provide a dependable, inexhaustible source of happiness and joy. Sadly, most of us do not realize the true nature of our mind. We have become disconnected from it. Pristine mind becomes obscured by the mind's misperceptions and inner experience, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and judgments that pollutes its true nature. As a result, we live in a mind that leaves us insecure, alternating between times of happiness and sadness. This robs us of the ultimate experience of life. Deeply connected and aware of this pristine state of mind. In pristine mind, we are not detached or withdrawn from the world. We do not need to reject worldly pleasures. In pristine mind, we are far more present to the world than what we have ever been before. We experience life's pleasure more robustly, work more effectively, and above all, love more richly and more universally. Living in this way does not leave us dry and disconnected, but fills us with gratitude and energy. Our very life changes from one of fending off fear and despair to one of contentment, love, and splendor. Fortunately, this happy state is in us right now. It's who we really are, so we can never really lose it. But in order to rediscover it, we must look for it in the right place. Any quest for unconditional happiness must begin with our own mind. The poor man and the treasure. My teachers and their teachers before them have contemplated and experienced pristine mind through meditation, and over many generations until the present day, they have imparted their realizations to countless people. Their most fundamental understanding is that lasting happiness cannot be found by changing our external circumstances. Outer changes may feel good for a short time, but they do not last. Lasting happiness comes only from exploring our inner world and discovering the treasure that is our pristine mind. When we experience this treasure, it does not change with the constant shifts of external life. It's always there and accessible to us. No matter what is happening outwardly, after all, it actually is us, our true being. Among the many teachings I have received since I was a little boy, one that I always remember and frequently contemplated is Bodhisattva Maitreya's parable of the poor man and the treasure. A very poor old man lived in a dilapidated hut with very little food or money. He had barely enough to survive. His only possession was a lumpy, uncomfortable bed. As he lay each night on that bed, he stayed awake in great pain at the thoughts of all that he lacked. I am so poor. I have nothing. He was depleted with fear and worry. As the old man struggled every day to beg for enough food or coins to survive, he fantasized that he could one day be rich. At the end of each day, he returned to his hut, often empty-handed, exhausted from begging for food or work. He sat despondently on his lumpy bed and wallowed in the agony of his poverty. He spent his entire life this way. Sadly, the old man did not know that, while the outside world did not provide him with what he wanted, right in his own home, hidden under his rickety old bed, was a trunk containing a huge treasure of gold coin, enough to provide for him through any hardship. The old man was so busy thinking of himself as destitute and looking for wealth in the world outside that he never explored the very space he occupied most of the time. If only he had looked carefully under his own bed, he could have realized that he had always been rich. Then he could have enjoyed the treasure that had in truth always been his from the beginning. We are all just like the old poor man in the story. In so many ways, we seek our happiness from external sources. No one seems to direct us to look within, and even if they do, we get little guidance about what that means or how to go about it. Fortunately, there are differences between us and the poor old man in the story. Life-changing difference. If only we take advantage of them. First, right now, for whatever time we have remaining in this life, we have a chance to look at what is right under our nose and experience the vast riches that are potentially ours if only we can connect to the treasure that is inside us. Pristine mind. Life is limited, so we do not have forever to do this. But we do have this moment right now and whatever time is left, if we do not waste it. Second, our treasure is even closer to us than the trunk hidden under the old man's bed was to him. It's actually hidden right inside us at this very moment. It's already there. There is nothing to build or create. It's a supply that will never be empty. Our human life does not have to be wasted like the old man's. If we look inside, using the understanding and techniques that the teachings provide. To do this properly and successfully, however, we must give the matter more than the passing interest of an armchair reading of this book. We must act with determination and practice the techniques leading to the rediscovery of our pristine mind. To find the treasure, we must look within, not without. These teachings show us how to look within and find our pristine mind. As you will see, to follow these teachings does not require you to adopt beliefs that contradict your own independent judgment about reality. You only have to develop the motivation to gain a better understanding of your mind through direct experience. You must first relax the mind, and then observe it with patience and perseverance. It's that simple.